The Jesuit order, communism, and the divergence from Christian morality. Introduction. Christianity has endured various interpretations and political movements over the centuries, with the Jesuit order and the rise of communism presenting critical challenges to the traditional understanding of Christian morality and truth. The Jesuits, founded in the 16th century, are often regarded as the intellectual vanguard of the Catholic Church, but their methods and influences have raised concerns among both theologians and laypeople. Simultaneously, the advent of communism, with its materialist philosophy and class struggle, has strayed far from Christian moral teachings. This essay will explore the inherent dangers posed by both the Jesuit order and communism, particularly regarding their divergences from the core tenets of Christian morality and truth. The Jesuit order, a dual legacy. The Society of Jesus, better known as the Jesuits, was established by Ignatius of Loyola with a mission of education and evangelization. Their emphasis on intellectual rigor, education, and societal engagement has yielded significant contributions to theology, missionary work, and social justice. However, some critics posit that the Jesuit approach to faith can lead to moral relativism and a departure from traditional Christian doctrines. One of the principal dangers attributed to the Jesuit order lies in their use of mental reservations and flexible interpretations of church doctrine. Critics argue that this approach can result in a diluted morality that bends to the political and cultural winds of the time. Jesuits have also been seen as politically active, sometimes aligning themselves with powerful regimes or movements, which can lead to compromises in their commitments to Christian morality. The Jesuit strand of liberation theology emphasizes social justice, but risks conflating religious faith with political ideology. Critics argue that this fusion can divert attention from the call to personal redemption and spiritual growth, and instead focus on societal transformation. By giving precedence to temporal over spiritual truths, the Jesuits in some interpretations may stray from the salvific nature of the gospel message. Communism, a materialist philosophy. In the 19th century, communism emerged as a radical response to industrialization and socio-economic inequality, embodied in the works of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. At its core, communism advocates for the abolition of private property, class struggle, and the establishment of a classless society. This materialist philosophy is built on principles that starkly contrast with Christian ideals. Christian morality emphasizes the inherent dignity of the individual, with a focus on love, community, humility, and the belief that each person is made in the image of God. In contrast, communism often views individuals primarily in terms of their economic class, reducing humanity to mere components of a socio-economic machine. This perspective can dehumanize individuals and strip away the moral imperatives that underpin Christian teachings. Communism's aversion to religion is particularly alarming from a Christian perspective. Marx famously declared that religion is the opiate of the masses, suggesting that faith distracts people from true liberation. Such a stance not only undermines the very core of Christian doctrine, salvation through faith in Christ, but also poses existential threats to religious freedom and expression. The divergence from Christian morality and truth. Both the Jesuit order and communism illustrate the potential for divergence from Christian morality and truth. The Jesuits, while deeply rooted in the Catholic tradition, face accusations of ethical ambiguity that can lead to a departure from unchanging moral truths. Their involvement in social justice movements, while well-intentioned, can sometimes result in a focus that detracts from the personal and communal aspects of salvation. On the other hand, communism's foundation contradicts the Christian understanding of moral law. By eliminating God and moral accountability, communism forges a reality where human dignity is supplanted by economic determinism. This divergence poses significant risks, as it engenders a socio-political order that can suppress individual rights and freedoms, often through authoritarian means. Conclusion. The Jesuit order and communism represent two significant reflections on morality and truth within a historical context marked by change and challenge. While the Jesuits endeavored to blend faith with reason and action, They risk distorting traditional Christian teachings, whereas communism presents a materialist framework that fundamentally contradicts the essence of Christian morality. Together, these examples underscore the ongoing necessity for the Church to safeguard its doctrines and to maintain a clear distinction between the timeless truths of the gospel and the fluctuating ideologies of the modern world. Ultimately, the essence of Christianity calls for fidelity to the truth, recognizing the divine nature of morality that transcends societal constructs and political ambitions.